Well, I hope you're not touching your face, doing the social distancing, and I just stuttered over that, and staying safe. This is an update, Honestly Lazy podcast, so let's roll it.
After high demand,
Listening to you and Justin, that's a professional podcast right there.
the man with a voice.
He's got a wicked voice on it too. He does. He's got oh my goodness. I listen to his voice. I'm like, dude, you can go places with that voice. You are freaking phenomenal.
Has his own podcast. And what does he think?
Oh,
BoyStick presents the Honestly Lazy podcast.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Honestly Lazy podcast with your host, me, BoyStick. If you're watching this or listening to this, there's either one or two ways you're doing it. Either on YouTube, type in the Honestly Lazy podcast and that shit will pop up. Or on Spotify, same thing, type in the Honestly Lazy podcast, it will pop up. I know I was really late, though, if you listen to it on Spotify. I was about a week late uploading it to Spotify for some reason. Not that I forgot or anything, it's just that I forgot. I always focus on doing the YouTube first and then Spotify second, but it really does, like, after you sit there and export it, the video and everything, you do really forget to put it on Spotify. I would like to also say sorry for last week I didn't upload, but I got a good reason. I was stressed because of the fact of I'm still working, and I was kind of like a supervisor for 2 weeks at my work, which I did not really sign up for or was prepared for. So that was all on its own a scary thing. And it turned out to be a very stressful thing, and one day actually gave me a very bad stress headache. But besides being a supervisor for 2 weeks, I was also doing other things. Like I said, I'm still working. My work has not closed down yet, but who knows with the future? It might close down. And if it does, that's just the way it's gotta go. And I will press forward and deal with it, I guess. It isn't the first time I've been laid off, except this time there's not like 4 million people applying for EI at once. Unlike the first time where it's just like I had it pretty much right away. The only good thing about if I get laid off is that I could probably just focus on making podcasts and YouTube content. But at the same time, I hated being laid off the first time, and I could go out and do stuff the first time. This time, I really would hate it knowing that I can't even really leave my house unless I go and get groceries, which is fine if it comes down to it. I am doing it. I am taking this as serious as I can. I come home from work, I wash my hands instantly, and I don't go out. I'll hang out around the house outside and stuff, but I don't go anywhere else. The only thing that's really annoying is I'm still getting used to not touching my face, but the whole habit of washing my hands like a lot, like every meal, every 2 minutes, pretty much every I wash my hands so much, and the reason why is if you're looking at the videos, you can't really see it, but my hands are destroyed. They're dry as hell and they're cracking. That's because of the sanitizer that I started using actually made my hands so dry that they're splitting and looking disgusting, and they bleed, and I need to go out and get some type of moisturizer for it, because even putting my hand into a fist right now is like painful as hell to deal with. But it's one of those things. Someone asked me today at work, like, how's your hand? Because he looked at it and it was bleeding. And I was like, oh, I think I'm just getting used to the pain, which is probably not a good thing. I should probably actually get some hand cream and really deal with this, because I've never seen my hands this bad in my life. Shit, I forgot to do my shout outs. How dare I forget to do my shout outs? There isn't too many people I want to shout out. Quinn Mars still killing it. Suited Bird. Each time I do a podcast, this kid is blowing the hell up. I've known him for, I think, a year now. And he's went from, like, I forget how many subs he had when I first met him. I think it was, like, only 100 or even less than that, probably. But that kid has now hit 100 subs. He's almost to 1,000. I just saw today when I'm filming this, he did a charity stream. All the money went towards coronavirus type stuff. Unfortunately, his live stream was between like 3:30 and 5, and I'm working until 5, so I didn't even get to tune in and watch a little bit of it. He's live streamed before, and I've joined in and like talked to him and chat and stuff, but this time I unfortunately missed it. So Suited Bird, the next live stream, do it after 5, do it like 6 or 7, and I can actually watch it. Or on weekends, because I do have weekends off. And it's trippy because this weekend is Easter weekend. And this is not the biggest shock to me that I won't be having an Easter dinner, because I worked in fast food for 7 years. And I missed every Easter dinner every year. I missed Easter dinner, Christmas Eve dinner. Who has a New Year's Eve dinner? Because that's the only one I really could have had, because I had to work Thanksgiving too. I had to work everything. So for me to not have an Easter dinner isn't a big deal. It does suck though. Like the holidays is when I actually do get to see all my family. It's going to be really trippy after, like, whenever this COVID stuff is over and they're saying 18 months to 2 years. It's going to be weird to see what the world's going to be like afterwards, because there's going to be a big change, like after 9/11, after something like this happens. There's going to be big changes, and I'm wondering what's going to change. Hopefully it's for the better, but you never know at this point. And at this point, we need to get through April, because this is the month where we really see where the hell this stuff is going. And it is a scary thing. Like, I was listening to the radio the other day where they had a doctor on, and he said 85% of Canadians are actually taking this seriously, which to me actually blew me away. I couldn't believe that. Like 85%. I thought it was going to be way less. Like I really do still feel like people are not taking this as serious as it can be. Or yeah, that makes sense. And are just still doing the regular lives type stuff, not sacrificing shit, still going out, still doing this and that, when we should all be staying inside. It's gotten to the point where even Doug Ford is telling people, you know, if you have any history working in healthcare, if we're looking for volunteers, please help out. It's an amazing thing, and Canadians are doing their part in amazing ways. People are making masks to just donate. I know a guy at my work has a 3D printer, and he printed masks and sent them out to to hospitals around my area. It's a scary time to be alive, obviously, but it's also an amazing time to see what people are actually doing to kind of help out with one another, because it is a scary time. And for me, like, I'm still working, and I'm going to work until I can't anymore. And if I do get laid off, I want to help out in some way. And if I get laid off, I'd probably start looking into ways I could help. But like, my work is full on taking the safety precautions that they have to. I'm wearing my own little mask every day, safety glasses, washing my hands, wearing gloves. We are doing everything we can to stay safe. And, you know, it's amazing how much that company is doing that I work for, and it's amazing to see us all doing what we have to just get through this. Although throughout this whole, I can never say it, pandemic, there we go, pandemic, I can say it kind of. I got bored throughout some of it, and a few things have happened to me since the last podcast. Only like 2 things, but I can go through them. And one of them involves me being a bit of a troll. But I was just bored, and it was a buddy of mine, so why the hell not bust some balls while you can't really do anything else in the world. But the first thing that happened to me was while I was working, I went on break and I checked out my email, as I always do on break, because it just pops up on my phone. It's very annoying. I don't have any emails right now, though, which is good. But usually there's like 10 notifications, just emails of the dumbest stuff. This YouTuber upload this is happening. Oh, Walmart's having a sale. I don't even know why I have Walmart, but I do. But I did have one called FNX with a little X in between, BoyStick collab. And I was like, oh shit. I thought it was a YouTuber, but turns out it was a company asking to sponsor me. So the first one says, as soon as I get open, hey BoyStick, I stumbled upon your Instagram account and it looks like you're absolutely killing it. Which I was already like, all right, this is a scam, because I didn't upload for so long at that point. I was like, there's no way I'm killing it. I haven't uploaded shit. I barely upload to my Instagram as is. I should get really more into that, but I'm not really a selfie guy in the first place, and I'm not really a guy who will just like, oh, I need something for my social media. I really used to be into that, where it was like, oh, I need to take pictures and like be pretty much a dick and post everything that I was doing and make it look like I'm living the best life ever. But I've really gone out of that throughout my years, and I'm glad I got out of that, because if I ever got famous, I would hate to be one of those. I keep touching my fucking head. Oh my God, that is such a habit. I just need to keep my hands tied behind my back or something. But I'm glad I'm not like that anymore, because I don't really care for it anymore. To me, it's just like, if you have to post everything every day about how your life is the best life, you have to post you and your friends taking shots every time you go out drinking, then there's some, like, you don't have to do that. And I know there's going to be people who might be watching this who are my friends who do that, and I'm not calling anybody out by any means. I'm just saying, like I don't post it, and I like, if you post it, that's fine. I just don't really care if you do or don't. I don't really want to post everything that happens in my life. I was on BoyStick when I was first laid off. I posted a lot on there, but kind of grown out of it. Lately, I've just been posting me sitting pretty much on my front porch, just doing my PSAs of me just saying, stay home, look at me. I know it looks hard, but it's easier than it looks with a little bit of practice. But I haven't really been posting anything about my life at all. But anyways, back to email. So it says, hey BoyStick, I already read it. I stumbled upon your Instagram account. Looks like you're absolutely killing it. I work with a brand called FNX Fit, and I'd love to hook you up with as an FNX ambassador. If you're down, below is a quick guideline of what we'll be able to do or be able to offer you. You get 25% off our product for life. You will get 10% of any sales you send our way. Your followers get 50% off their orders. I don't know what's going on there. You'll have access to an ambassador dashboard where you can create a custom code to share with your followers. We think you'll be awesome brand ambassador and opportunity to work together. So I go on the website and see what the hell this company really is. What the hell? Hang on a sec, guys. Oh my god. Sorry, my cat being dumb. But so I go on the website, and it's like one of those workout things where it's like a workout powder and shit. So I was already like, this is a fucking scam, because nowhere on my Instagram do I ever show videos of me working out. On top of the fact that I don't work out at all. As a matter of fact, I'm the exact opposite. I am like very unhealthy. I drink beer and I eat chicken fingers. Like, it's just an unhealthy circle of life that I'm doing right now. And I'm not going to change it right now because I'm young. When I start getting a big gut, then maybe I'll start walking. But until then, I'm skinny for now. And then I just got to deal with it. But Hang on. Get in here, you little bastard. Oh, I love how this podcast is called the Honestly Lazy Podcast because I can get away with doing shit like that. But, so I was already like, this doesn't make sense because I don't work out. I've never posted anything about me working out, and I don't work out. And, you know, this is why I don't want the cat in here because he's going to knock shit over. But, holy shit. But I was already like, all right, this is weird. So I sent him an email back saying, oh shit, where'd it go? Saying this. I said, I am just curious of what was on my Instagram that shows that this product is what I want to advertise. I'm not really a workout personality in any way, right? So the company messages me back, great question. The reason why we choose you is because we look for awesome individuals who are striving every day to live the best version of themselves. We feel you're a great fit for our team and see you are indeed striving in life, victorying every day. Please let me know what you think. So I was like, what are they talking about? Like I don't advertise anything. On top of the fact I don't upload. So I was like, what the hell are they talking about? So I went on my Instagram and I'm going to check it right now as we do this. Just live on the podcast. Why not? And literally if I'm striving to, what does it say? Striving every day to live the best life. My whole BoyStick thing is pretty much just me posting the thumbnails to my videos. I don't really post anything else, just updates on my videos. I post a picture here and there, but I really just post my pictures of my thumbnails and tell people to go watch the video. There's nothing that really says that I strive every day. I just beg people to watch my podcast or watch my content because not a lot of people do, which is fine. I still have fun making content, although I'd love to make a living off of it. But I was already like, all right. And then it literally says the exact, oh no, that's just it. And then, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I said I would need like a sample pack before I become any part of this. We would love to work with you. As of right now, we do not have free products to send out, but we do have 30-day money-back guarantees. So if you don't like the product, then we will give you a full refund. This gives you a chance to get the product. You will try it out for a while, and if you don't like it, then you can get your refund. Let me know what you think. And I said, I take the free product. Don't want to put any money unless I get sent it. Unless I like. Sorry, it said it was sent from my phone. And then it literally just sends me the exact same text that I sent before. And I was like, this is a scam. And I said, hey, boss, you sent the same thing twice. LOL. And that's where my conversation with this great workout thing came to an end. And then I started looking this product up on Reddit, and it seemed to get the same reviews as everything else. And well, it was saying the exact same thing. Pretty much you gotta buy product and they make you think you're an ambassador, but it's all just, they're just trying to get money out of people. And I saw it straight from the get-go, but at the same time, I actually kind of got my hopes up because it'd be kind of cool to get sponsors. So like, you know, a different way to get my name out there. Maybe get a sponsor to make me feel like, you know, I'm a bit more professional or something like that. But at the end of the day, yeah, shit didn't work out. And I'm not even worried about it. It'd be nice to have sponsors in the future, but they have to be realistic. It'd have to be like, I don't know. I wouldn't even say beard oil because I don't use beard oil. If I was going to get a sponsorship for anything, I would love for like guys being dudes to collab with me with clothing. And we've talked, me and Quinn Marr have actually talked about doing this in the past, us collabing. It just never came together because honestly, I feel like I don't have the following. And honestly, I just don't have the following. He's been wanting me to make merch for so long. He says it's another way to get your name out there. It's another way to get a following. But at the same time, don't want to risk it. Because it's money that I don't have right now, and the money I don't want to risk unless it's like a guarantee I will get a little bit of money back. And right now, I guarantee you I wouldn't get any money back because I don't really have a following. People listen to this podcast, and it's awesome. And I have a lot of fun doing this podcast, but there's no way I can, like, maybe if this podcast hits 100 subs, then I'll take ideas for merch or something. But with only like 42 subs, there's no way I'm going out of my way to do clothing as of right now. I'd love to do in the future. I'd love to just even have clothing for Honestly Lazy because it's just a cool fucking name. And I have so many different kinds of ideas that I could do with it. But for right now, don't have the money. As a matter of fact, I don't even have the time. On top of the fact, COVID's going on, so like that's the last thing on my mind is trying to make my brand bigger. But it was still upsetting that I didn't get a sponsorship. It was kind of a drag. I was like, shit, it'd be kind of cool for a little company to acknowledge me, but it's like fucking not gonna happen for a long time, especially with don't have any subs, don't have a lot. But I'm going to keep focused on this, and hopefully, you know, this shit will pick up because it would be awesome to have people on. When this COVID shit's over, I'm even looking into how like a Skype program so I can just Skype people and do interviews. I just want to keep creating in this time. I even got a comment on Reddit the other day from someone saying, you know, you have a great voice and you like keep making content because like everyone should be making content right now in this sad time. And that was awesome to hear. I loved hearing that. That was something that comments like that just keep me going to keep this podcast going and just to keep making content in general. I've learned throughout the years that I don't care about views. I don't care about subs. I check them. It's just a habit. But the one thing I've started to notice with Honestly Lazy podcast, I upload them, I post them to where I post them, and then I just kind of leave them and keep living my life and go on to the next one, keep recording. Because I feel like, especially when you're looking at your views and shit, that can really put you in a mood not to do anything. Like, because I know I don't get a lot. But if I look at it, it just makes it worse for me to keep going and keep making my craft. So I just kind of don't look at it anymore and just keep recording. And it's a lot better for me. But I should probably look at views and pay attention to see what people like and what people don't like. But for right now, I'm just having fun with this. So the sponsorship thing was fake. They were just trying to take my money. I don't even got money. I don't got any money to give you. I'm like, especially for workout powder. Fuck that. I ain't spending my money on workout powder. Look at me. I'm wearing a Ford sweater. Do you really think I care about my look right now? No. I can't go out and show off my body anyways. I'm not partnering up for workout powders I put in my drinks. No, I'm good. I also did another thing which kind of I feel like I kind of went over the line with this just a little bit over the line, but I did it just because out of the chance of pure boredom. I did this to my buddy, and I don't regret it at all because it just kind of I made him believe that for a sec that I had beef with him, but I'll just tell you what happened. So I was at work one day, and the Hotter Show posts a podcast every week, as do I. Whenever I can, I try to upload every week, but sometimes it just don't work out. But he posted saying that he didn't have a video out. Excuse me, not a video, a podcast out that day because he's been working nights at his job, and so he's just been too tired. So I went into comments and wrote, because I uploaded an episode that day, I think, And I said, if you don't want it, well, that's all right. BoyStick's got you covered. Everyone come watch my podcast right now. And then he left a comment saying, I gotta see what he said. He said something about me being on YouTube. I think he said, get your YouTube shit out of here or something like that. I'm going to see what it says. Where is it? Is this it? Yes, there's, if anyone, so pretty much it says same thing. Yeah, no video this week. So I said, if anyone wants, they can come watch my podcast episode that came out today. Link in my bio. And then Hodder said, nope, he said, get off my platform, YouTube boy, LOL, JK with the heart. So I said, my stuff is on all platforms. Yours is Budski. So let me re-say that. My stuff is on all the platforms. That yours is Budski with a winky face. Is that real? Is it really though? And then with the hashtag wait, what does it say? If it has video, then is it a true podcast? And then I said, I do believe so. Look at Logan Paul, H3H3, Theo Vaughn, Dale Jr., Stone Cold Steve Austin, and many more. Hell, you have done video podcasts. And he said, nope, I never. So to bust his balls, I decided to go on his YouTube page. I screenshotted that comment, and I screenshotted his 50th live cast, and I put it on my story, and I tagged him in it. And then I went to work. I went back to work and didn't think anything about it. I missed 3 video calls from him, and I had Quinmar messaged me saying, like, are you beefing with this guy? And it kind of blew out of proportion, like, really quick. Like, I didn't even think anyone would really acknowledge it. Like, TJ was messaging me saying, like, yo, are we good? And I was like, yeah, dude, I was just playing along. Like, you called me out, so I did like an exposure type thing. Like, I've never been able to actually expose someone like Kavos or H3H or anybody like that does. I've never been able to do it. So this guy gave me the opportunity to finally expose him, and I did. And I'm as shitty as it sounds, it felt really good to do. It felt awesome to expose something, even though it was just a joke. It felt good just being like, oh really, you've never done that, even though he was probably saying it sarcastically and posting it. But yeah, it was kind of bad. Like if I did that when we used to work together, because Hodder and I did used to work together, but before I left where he worked, which I think he works at a plaza. I worked at the Tim Hortons. Well, yeah, the one I worked at for 7 years. Hodder worked in a different part, and we'd bust each other's balls all day. And like, you know, he'd say like, you know, YouTube sucks. Or he wouldn't say YouTube sucks, but he'd like, you gotta get into podcasting. YouTube's a dead platform and shit. And back when he said it, I was kind of agreeing, like, yeah, YouTube is kind of dying. You know, all it's full of is vloggers and stuff. At that point, BoyStick was a commentator. I was just making fun of videos, and I was like, this is kind of dying. I feel like no one's really watching this type of content. And podcasting, I felt like was getting bigger on different platforms. But he always said it, like, you know, get off YouTube. And which is fine. Like, that's his opinion. I really don't care, because I literally have told him straight from the get-go, no matter what I do, if I do a podcast or if I do content, whatever content I do, there will always be some type of it on YouTube. I've always done YouTube first before anything else. I put my podcast on YouTube, and then I put it on Spotify. It's just always been my platform. I've always loved putting videos out. And like, even the last time I saw him, I went to the plaza to eat, and he was working. I was shooting the shit with him, and he said, your podcast is good. Just get it off YouTube. And it was like, and it wasn't like he was just saying his, like, this same as he always said, just get off YouTube. But it's like, dude, like, YouTube is blowing the hell up with podcasts lately. Like, first of all, Joe Rogan has been doing all of his podcasts on YouTube the whole time. he live streams all of his podcasts. H3H3 came out with a podcast, and it's on YouTube. They live stream it on YouTube. Cold Ones, one with Max Mofo and Anything for Views, a YouTube podcast. Impulsive, Logan Paul's podcast on YouTube. Hang on a sec. Hey! Get away from there. Go over here. Go over here. Go over here. Go over here. Sorry, my cat was chewing my charger. But it's like if you really think about it, I feel like YouTube is the new place that everyone is putting their podcasts. Like everyone puts their shit on YouTube, and it's not even like TJ even puts his own podcast on YouTube, and I know for a fact that when he puts them up, he doesn't put any thought or effort into it. He just puts it up and hopefully gets views. But if he actually put the tags in and did it properly and like tried to actually figure out ways to get views, it's just another platform for your podcast, another way to find a following, and it's a way you can get creative. Like it's a visual. Like I've said this before, and it's actually blown people's minds. I said it with Quinn Marr. Howard Stern started video podcasting when he was doing a show back in the 80s and shit, and they were filming him. Like Howard or Stern TV, whatever the hell that was called. That's what literally got me pumped. That like seeing that, like I literally saw it on YouTube one day. Him doing the Howard Stern show, and it was like an hour-long video of him just talking to everybody. And that's where I messaged Craig and said, if you want to do content, we should do the Honestly Lazy show, because we can sit there and talk like these guys do it, and it's entertaining. It's just people talking to each other. Joe Rogan does it. Like it's just. People have preferences. I have people that say to me, I would rather watch I'd rather watch you on YouTube because I can watch your facial expressions. I can watch you react. So it doesn't really matter. Like, it's just, and I know he's like, it's just his opinion, but it always kind of bugged me that he always just said, like, get your podcast off YouTube. Because, like, that's never going to happen. I love doing it on YouTube. I love making content for YouTube, and that's the way it's always been, and that's the way it's always going to be. I would love to have my own media platform one day, and it's going to happen. I've already had people who have been interested in doing a media platform with me, and in the future, it's going to happen. It just, right now, especially with everything going on, I don't have the money to afford to even start building the website. But it will happen. HonestlyLazy.com is going to... I have no clue what my cat's doing right now. Looks like he's burying something underneath the mattress I used to try to help soundproof this room. As you can tell, it doesn't really work. Fuck. But I think that'll do it for this episode of the Honestly Lazy podcast. That was just a little... This episode literally was just like... me just giving you an update pretty much on how I'm surviving COVID-19. I'm surviving. But... make sure if you want to follow me on the social medias, all the links are down below. I recommend Instagram and Twitter. I don't really do my Facebook. Instagram and Twitter are ways you can see my opinions on stuff and just random pictures and get notified of when the new video is out. Also, if you like this, like and subscribe and click that little notification bell, and that's another way you will know when my videos are out. People are telling me keep going with this shit. I'm going to keep going with it. Hopefully I can get an episode next week. But with the way work's going and shit, I'm busy as fuck lately. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And until next time, I will see you around, I guess. I don't really know a goodbye yet, but there will be a goodbye. So bye.